Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic, this time taking a look at the 1994 Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 2 GSR. This car was requested by good old Jason Poland, and it is the first of the not Evo 5s to take on the course. Of course, this is the oldest Evo that you can find in Gran Turismo 2, because for whatever reason they don't have the Evo 1. Despite that, it is still a darn cool car, though personally I'd go for the Evo 3 if we're talking this vintage of Evo. 4-wheel drive, 434 horsepower, good amount of torque, 1112 kilos of weight. No race mod is available for the Evo 2, interestingly enough, making it the only Evo that does not have racing mod available. It is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is a Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak Edition at a time of a 27.710. The Evo 2 unlikely to be that. I do think the under 30 club is a good idea for this car to go for. Not quite sure if it is going to get there though. Power wise it's about the same as a mid-ranged Impreza, and yeah. Mid-range Imprezas have done relatively well. They sort of end up, well, of course they've done well, but they sort of end up around about the under 30 club. Some are under, some are over. This one not having racing mod probably going to hurt it slightly, but not too much, I wouldn't imagine. Handling wise already it feels pretty darn strong, which is good. A little bit understeering, a little bit more understeer than you'd find from a typical Evo 5, or, well, I haven't actually driven before in this game, but, you know, Evo 3 and so on and so forth. Does feel a bit more understeering than them, of course, having no actual adjustable front downforce, not particularly helping with that. I'm going to clatter the wall, but it is going to get into the under 30 club. A 29.837 on its first flying lap is pretty darn good. That is really very, very good actually. That sort of puts it around, well, obviously it puts it in the lower end of the under 30 club, but it does put it around some interesting company. Less so the base or base mid-range Imprezas, and it actually puts it more towards stuff like your Lancia Deltas and so on and so forth. Gonna cop that corner up slightly. Yeah, not many cars get that far. Most of the, ironically enough, I think more of the under 30 club now is made up of like 29.9s, then between 29.5 and 29.9. It's mostly just cars that are literally just squeaked in. We're going to understeer into that tyre wall. I'm finding that tyre wall a lot more often recently. Not quite sure as to why, but that seems to be the tyre wall I keep hitting. I'm happy we got this into an under 30 club though, which is good. Alright, as we continue onwards, 2 more laps to go for the Evo 2. Yeah. If you're going to buy this car from the game, I'd probably suggest, if you're actually like looking for general tips and advice on this series, which, and if you are, that's kind of cool. I don't know why you would be, but if you're actually looking for sort of tips and advice, I'd probably say go for the Evo 3 over the Evo 2. Evo 3, of course, has the ability to race mod. It is more powerful, and again, at least in my opinion, it looks better. The race mod, not so great on the Evo 3, but, you know, swings and roundabouts and all that. Of course, it's going to run the race mod, because it's the only Evo 3 in the game, unlike the rest, like the Evo 5s and the Evo 6s, which have RS models. Evo 4 is probably going to run racing mod as well. Yeah, this lap is not going to be quicker. I'm not actually sure where I cocked it up on this lap, but I did cock it up. No doubting about that. Yeah, if I didn't smack that wall, this car probably could have gone a bit quicker, but either way, 29.8, not going to complain about that one. That's about where this car should be. Yeah, it's nice to drive, do not get me wrong, just a little bit more understeer than your typical Evo, which did let it down a little bit. I would still go, as I said, for an Evo 3, maybe an Evo 4 if you can find one now. Anyways, with a 29.837, that will put it into 26th place. It goes in between a Toyota Celica GT4 and a Nissan Skyline R32. It is quicker than a Nissan Sunny, aka Pulsar. Nissan Skyline, the version 2 of the WRX sedan STI, Zara rally car, is slightly slower than the R33 Zexel and the Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evoluzione. Yeah, good time from the Evo. Anyways, thank you all very much for watching this edition of the Hot Lap Classic, and until next time, farewell.